Murderbot, a 10-episode science fiction adventure on Apple TV Plus, is over halfway through and remains one of the most interesting shows available on streaming services at the moment. In Escape Velocity Protocol, the 4th episode, which was written by Chris and Paul Weitz and directed by Toa Frazier, the formula for success in this adaptation of Martha Wells's The Murderbot Diaries novella series is accelerated, unorthodox appeal, a glittering cast, and genuine emotion. Instead of addressing the cliffhanger from last week right away, the cold open of episode 4 takes the audience back a few years to a Secunit manufacturing facility located in the Corporation Rim region of the galaxy. And you're not mistaken if the term Secunit production factory evokes gloomy thoughts. The Threshold Pass Fabrication Center is dark, gloomy, and gloomily industrial. It is also plagued by malfunctioning computers, poor quality control, and disgruntled enslaved laborers who are made to work excessive overtime hours while being instructed to be thankful for it. In episode 4, Mensah makes a crucial choice, and Murderbot is in poor shape. The cliffhanger resolution follows the always amazing credits. And it's not a pretty one. Off-screen, the Secunit, menacingly clad in sleek obsidian armor, has completely destroyed Murderbot after emerging from the shadows in the closing moments of episode 3. Our hesitant hero is still conscious but barely able to move. He is battered, bleeding, in pain without functional pain sensors, and being pulled across the floor by his ankle. In episode 4, Murderbot's preference for soap operas comes in handy. The malevolent Secunit is just a few seconds away from snapping that combat override module onto the back of Murderbot's neck. In regards to Murderbot's situation, even though its damaged self has recovered enough to communicate, it still needs to restore its mobility systems. Following an apologetic disclaimer, Murderbot uses the theme tune from Sanctuary Moon as a last-ditch, half-ingenious stalling tactic. The other Secunit stops dead in its tracks, override module in hand, puzzled. Murderbot has just enough time thanks to those few seconds. After a vicious and tenacious battle, Murderbot's adversary snaps the module into position. With its jumbled systems calculating it has around 10 minutes to interfere with the little fucker's programming before catastrophe occurs, Murderbot collapses to the ground, limp. Furthermore, it has absolutely nothing to do with safeguarding its obnoxious, defenseless, and useless clients if it doesn't want to be transformed into a real murder bot. In episode 4, Murderbot gives up everything to keep the team safe back on the hopper. Pin, Lee, and Arata acknowledge they may need to reconsider their triple contract while also worrying for Rothy's safety. Pin Lee hasn't been into the arrangement from the beginning, and his behavior has changed from charming to outrageous due to this planetary mystery turned emergency. Rothy decides to ask how to shoot a rifle at that precise moment after arriving at the Deltfall habitat. The combat override module is eventually removed by Murderbot, but it's too late by then. Murderbot demands that the group shoot it, even though it is still self-aware enough to know that it is only a few seconds away from killing its patrons. Murderbot takes Mensah's gun out of her hand when they don't want to. Murderbot genuinely says, "I'm sorry," before shooting itself in its artificial heart, converting its final act of independence into defiance. Its agitated humans swarm around its unconscious body as it collapses onto the sand.